So one of the things, and this is kind of crazy, is I met my husband and he was a professional skydiver at the time.
Oh, wow.
I know, so crazy. And that community is really interesting because they're all like very close friends. And so people would be skydiving and then other friends would be like sitting on the ground watching their friends jump. And then it was just like kind of an all day thing that you would spend all day at the drop zone, um, eating and hanging out and like listening to music. And at one point we were like, wow, it'd be so cool if there was like a greenhouse that you could, watch everybody from the sky,
Yeah.
and still be like in a climate controlled space and just like, I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
always thinking about cool design. So like, that
Yeah.
would be really cool. I had some Airbnbs and I also had the experience of hosting and I loved hosting, which is so funny because I find myself to be more of an introvert.
Mm.
But when it comes to like welcoming people into a space and like looking at all of the little details on how I can make their stay special and like making sure they have water by the bed and
Yeah.
like putting those little touches on, I enjoyed hosting at my Airbnb so much. And then kind of the third thing is the last vocational position that I had before I left and like really went out on my own was at a private island that was turned into a hotel, basically. It was, you could rent the full island for like a full island book out
Nice.
stay. I know, so fancy. And so I got to learn a lot about hospitality there and also about what it looks like to host like larger events. And I knew that I thought that was really fun. So kind of putting them all together, knowing that now at this point, we now have 3 children, but we had 2 little girls at the time. We knew we wanted to be a lot more involved with them, knew I kind of wanted to live out in the country, and have space. And what was that going to look like for our family in order to like be able to achieve that?
Yeah.
Like from a financial perspective and work close to home and have something that's ours. And it ultimately, like after a lot of brainstorming and like thinking and praying through it, we're like, wow, a wedding venue would be, or just an event venue in general
Sure.
would be perfect because we would be able to design something beautiful and meaningful.
Right.
It would be special to a lot of families that we could host and it would allow us to be close to our girls.
Yeah.
So
Win-win
it
situation.
really is. Yeah.